Drake accomplished exactly what he wanted to accomplish with this Iceman rollout. If you feel like he is getting bad perception, again, it's what he wanted. This is what he knew would take place along with Republic and Universal. Nobody cares because the music does not matter. A lot of people are loving a lot of songs on Iceman. That's beautiful. However, the overall perception of him and his artistry has been continuously questioned since we heard the first song. And as I see right now, the main song that they are pushing from his 3-album rollout is from Iceman, and it's the song called Jan and Shut the Fuck Up, or STFU. On the top song on Spotify right now under Drake. We're all talking about Drake, thinking about Drake. Again, whether for good or bad, it doesn't matter. It's what he wanted. We're all being essentially, you could say, emotionally reattached to Drake. I can say for myself that that is true, and I'll tell you why. His last 3 albums, his last 3 drops, I didn't really care about. Well, last week's album drop, I haven't listened to anything again. Here comes all the controversy with the album. Before the album officially came out, when Drake was streaming his, what was it called? Episode 4, Iceman episode 4, and I was like live on his YouTube channel. For one, I want to highlight the moment that he created with that. I appreciate that culturally. At that time, I did not know what song titles went to which songs because we just hearing it. It's not like labeling it and saying this is a Little Birdie. With the song Little Birdie and Burning Bridges, those songs sound just like Kodak Black vocally. Drake is the only rapper at this day and age, for the most part, that people do not criticize when he's not being unique and authentic to him. People give him kudos, but if another lower level rapper was to do the same, they question it, they debating it. But when Drake do it, it's cool. I don't like that personally. I don't like that. I understand that's what comes with the territory, but I don't like it. Like I said in my last video as well, outside of my Instagram post, Drake is a copy and paste rapper. However, most people are okay with him doing it, but they get mad when other people do it. It's something that I find very interesting in regards to what people talk about in terms of music. We talk about, of course, the vocal performance, as we should. We talk about the producers. Some people even talk about the engineers and the mixing and mastering, how good or bad that is. However, I feel like the main thing that doesn't get talked about is people's pen and the credit that they get for their pen. Now, people talk about people's pen, but the main thing that matters in real life is documentation. Paperwork notated and saying X, Y, and Z means way more than someone just saying X, Y, and Z. You feel me? With all of that at play, I think it's very interesting that with these 3 albums that Drake dropped last Friday, literally 7 days ago, he has 100% song credit on all throughout those 3 albums. Now, I'm not sure why people don't talk about it too much, but I think it's interesting that he didn't have any type of help that was documented, and it was all him. Now, I do believe Drake can write. I think he's probably a really great songwriter, as we see. And it's also documented that he's a great songwriter as well. However, there's a lot of other great songwriters that work in the hip-hop industry that we don't know. However, they also have credits for writing Drake songs, Kodak Black songs, 21 Savage songs, Lotto songs, Sexy Red songs, you name it. They all share the same writers. They're having writing camp sessions and stuff. I guess Drake didn't utilize that this time around. Part of some of the themes on my channel and that relates to music is just the thought process behind everything. How everything connects. how it emotionally impacts us. Drake's rollout, the fact that you're still listening to me, and the fact that I feel the need to share this with you, just lets us know that his 3-album drop meant something. Because if he ain't dropped 3 albums, me personally, 9 times out of 10, I wouldn't be moved to talk about him. But he did something impactful. He did something different in today's modern time with his rollout. It was legendary. It was historic. It will go down in music history, which I love. I think that's beautiful. And that's part of the reason why I do appreciate Drake's existence, to help create these united but simultaneously divided cultural moments within our genre. At this point, most of us, I ain't gonna say most of us, but half of us do not listen to Drake's music every day. But we analyze him, and that's enough. You can monetize everything digitally in this day and age. So as long as we talking about him, they making money off that name. Somebody somewhere is making money every single time I drop that D word in this video. And when I say that D word, Drake. Boom, someone just got $1. I wish that could be me, but my channel not monetized. Yeah, I got put in more work. Quick side note, my channel used to be monetized back in the day, but I have a lot of videos archived. You might have remembered me. I had a video that had got 26,000 views. What was that, 2016? Yeah, my 2016 XXL freshman cover opinion. And you know what's so funny, right? I just want to put this up here because I'll be right every time. What's so funny about that video? I had got, well, this is what I remember, you know. I remember a lot of people bashing me in the comments, specifically calling me racist because I was stating that Lil Dicky was going to use hip hop and pivot into white man acting culture. And that's exactly what he did. And I say he wasn't about to be fucking relevant now in that regard. Nobody was about to be listening to Lil Dicky. Nobody was listening to Lil Dicky then. The white niggas wasn't even listening to Lil Dicky. We watched his TV show some years later when he dropped it. Oh, because he's connecting it to what he got going on now. But the story ended. You can't keep going on with the show. But don't take a genius to see that. You feel me? They just ain't like what I had to say. That was probably Lil Dicky's team paying for that promo in them comments anyway. But shout out to y'all. Y'all made me feel important at that moment. My little 26K back in the day. 10 years ago. But yeah, so another side note, don't forget to put my notifications on. I'm gonna drop another video next week. Every week you go hear content from me. If you like me. If you like me enough, you know? I don't know. You let me know if you like the kids. Just to summarize my point, if I ain't make that clear. Of course, Drake can make hits, but the thing is, half of us don't care. He's too big. He made it too far. Unfortunately, once you get to a certain level of fame and notoriety, and you still are active in the spotlight, you're going to box yourself in. It's kind of like a prison in a sense, in a public eye. You feel me? Like, that's why at this point in time, we can have both reactions. He divided and conquered at the same time. And when I say that, if you peep, all right, he conquered our attention and he divided our opinions and mindsets with our perception of him. At this point in time, we are all casting information out in the air and letting him get our vote. You feel me? Like, we casting our vote to Drake and say, hey, we like you, we don't like you. We like you in this way, we don't like you in this way. We respect you in this way, we don't respect you in that way. All of that energy is being in the atmosphere in our world right now since he dropped them 3 albums. You know? So he did what he set out to do. And now we will see what he set out to do next. The only thing I know that's going to happen next with him is he's going to be doing he did an interview with Academics, DJ Academics. So it's a matter of time when that will drop. As of right now, we didn't get much information or much feedback from Drake or his team revolving just any additional commentary to this rollout. What I do think is interesting, Future has been posting on Instagram way more consistently right now, and on Twitter, just on social media, it seems, since he, you know, was on Drake's album. And that song ironically was called Run to Atlanta. Like when I had made that little reference in my last video with my initial reaction of Drake's rollout, I had no idea that that song was called Run to Atlanta. Like I ain't even peeped when I had looked at the track list. Like I'm like, oh shit. He thinks he's funny. He can obviously still make a hit. The media can push and have our perception seem different than what it is, but with all the time that passed, like most of us not about to fall for it. However, it don't matter anymore. That's why they were able to successfully do what was set out to do. He can still control our attention, our conversation, and emotional investment at the highest level in hip-hop right now. He was successful with his rollout, and they are giving him numbers on numbers. And if he makes, you know, I don't think his first week sales came out yet. Doesn't look like they came out. I did check. None of the songs are listed on the Billboard Hot 100 right now at this point, but I think that's because the numbers ain't checked. Now, I couldn't actually look at the R&B and the rap albums. You got to pay for that. I'm not about to pay for Billboard right now. I'm like, nah, I don't care that much. Sorry. You know, maybe once my channel get a little bigger, then I'll prioritize paying for that if you care for Billboard stats and all that, you know. But yeah, you go to somebody else for the stats. I appreciate y'all taking y'all time to listen to me talk about my opinion and thought on Drake at this moment in time in 2026. I would love to know your thoughts and opinions on, are you listening to the album? Like, are you listening to the album? Like I told y'all before, sonically, I don't mind Iceman, but it's just like, it's too much copy and pasting for me that I just rather listen to the artist that you copy and pasting. That's just me. However, if you're listening to either Iceman, Habibi, or Maid of Honor, hold on, before I end this video, okay, I have to mention, as a woman that looks like me, that carries it how I carry it, I do not like that album, okay? I do not like Maid of Honor. I didn't even listen to all of Maid of Honor. All I heard was 2 songs and the interlude. And that interlude was very quote-unquote toxic, to say the least. And I don't approve of those types of things and those types of sounds. That's not for me. Just to let y'all know, I ain't on it. My name is Sana. If you don't know, now you know. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Again, videos are weekly. And turn on my notifications, because as of right now, I don't have a set particular date when I upload. I just upload when I can. So thank you.